What's going on, guys? Back with another video. So Andrew Lawton, I mean, this guy is on fire. He's I've heard of him before, like before he was an MP. I know he had like a YouTube channel. I haven't listened to him too much, but man, ever since he's been in Parliament, he is really going after the Liberals, and it's good. But not only because we have someone calling out the Liberals, but because like he's really going after them. Like he's an attack dog, almost like similar to Pierre Poilievre, and he's not giving them any room to breathe. So Jasmine Lane posted this, and she said, "Mic drop." And Andrew Lawton's post says that the National Post reveals cabinet ministers are clamoring over who gets to bring in the Liberals' new censorship legislation. I asked the Liberals who their chief censor is going to be. So let's have a look at what Andrew Lawton has to say here. Before we get into this, though, please don't forget to like and subscribe, as it really does help grow the channel. And thank you very much in advance for you doing that.
Mr. Speaker, baseless smears like that are why these Liberals can't be trusted to regulate speech in this country. For years, this Liberal government has determined to censor what Canadians see and say online. From Bill C-11, which put the Liberals in control of YouTube algorithms, to Bill C-18, which squeezed out small and independent media, and to their thought crime Bill C-63. Now we learn in the National Post that cabinet ministers over there are all clamoring over who gets to be responsible for the latest online censorship law. So will the minister who gets to censor what Canadians say please reveal themselves now?
Again, he's a great speaker. He's very firm, and he's right. You know, like I mean, censoring the people's speech, like my channel and a bunch of other people's channels. That's what they want, because the only quote unquote journalism that you're allowed to have in Canada, if it were up for the Liberals, is to go and work for a company like CBC, who is also paid by the Liberals. Which means it's not news, it's propaganda, and we all know this. It's very rare that CBC actually gets something right, but that's what the Liberals want, because the Liberals want to keep funding them, the Conservatives don't. And that's might just be why they're so biased. But look at the standing ovation this guy's getting. This guy's going to be a rock star.
The Honourable Minister.
Even Google agreed that they should do this. Google will pay $100 million to help Canadian journalism in this country. An international US-based company would agree to do that, but the Conservative Party of Canada would vote against this, would prevent that from happening, would want to prevent our media from getting $100 million so that there's more local content, more journalists hired in our newsroom across the country. It is simply unthinkable. It is immoral, Mr. Speaker.
Says the guy who's been arrested multiple times. I mean, this guy's such a clown. It's just... it's so frustrating listening to these Liberals talk. But that being said, I mean, he's saying it's immoral and deplorable that the Conservatives won't vote to pass this bill. Yeah, the Conservatives want to stay out of it. They don't want to censor anybody. The Liberals want to come after YouTube channels who disagree with them, and there's a lot of them. And they want to hire people to go work in their bias, paid-for media companies. No thanks. But that's what the Liberals do. And again, just typical Liberal. He says something about something being immoral and deplorable, and the opposite's true. It's them who are immoral. It's them who are deplorable. Responsible for pretty much everything bad that's happened in this country for 10 years. And they have the gall to say other people are immoral. It's such a joke. I do have another video here, just a quick one as well. This is from Table Salt. Eastern fishermen are now joining Western farmers in calling out the Liberals' endless trade wars. Quote, "It's time for this minister to get on a fishing boat or get some dirt under his nails on a farm." All right, this sounds like it's going to be good, so let's have a look here.
Central Newfoundland.
Fishermen and farmers feed families. This season, Chinese tariffs on harvests from the land and the sea are impacting livelihoods of those that depend on markets in China. These tariffs are a direct result of this Liberal government's bungling of trade relations with China. Tariffs that range from 25% on lobsters to 100% on canola. Yeesh. My question to the Minister of International Trade is, when can farmers and fishermen expect this Liberal government to fix the mess they've made so they can get relief from Chinese tariffs?
Yeah. Minister for International Trade.
And by the way, China has put tariffs on us. Where's the elbows up to Xi Jinping? How come Mark Carney didn't say he was going to put his elbows up against China? Oh, maybe because China's an ally of his. He's got a lot of friends out there, I've heard.
At all times defend our national interests and the best interests of Canadians. Last week I sat down with the Minister of Commerce for China, Minister Wong, to talk about some of these issues that we're working through, whether it's canola, beef, pet food. These are some of the issues that came up at the table. We agreed to launch the JETC Commission, which is the Joint Economic Trade Committee, to work through some of these issues because we know we need to continue to open new markets for Canadians. Thank you.
Member for Central Newfoundland.
Mr. Speaker, it's time for that minister to go to sea in a gale of wind on a fishing boat or get some dirt under his nails on a farm with our hard-working farmers. Clearly, there's no respect for those that toil to feed their families and everybody else's family and to play such a crucial role in food security for Canada. Amen. So will the minister get relief from Chinese tariffs, or are fishermen and farmers just collateral damage in a trade war that these Liberals don't know how to fight?
The Honourable Minister for International...
I mean, again, just great job hammering home the point. Fishermen out east weren't very happy with them. And I remember during the election, and a lot of people on the Liberal side, when it started off, it was not looking too great for them because they weren't getting as many seats they thought out east in the fishing issue that they have out there, which I'm not too informed on, to be honest with you. I just knew that they were protesting, they were unhappy with some of the regulations and whatnot. So, and the Liberals lost a few seats because of it, and it was actually looking pretty good for the Conservatives because I believe they won 10 seats out east, which is pretty rare for them. So it was looking good. Obviously, it didn't turn out the way we wanted it to, but it's issues like this, and the Conservatives, again, bringing up these important issues that people care about, that's what's going to flip voters back over to the Conservatives. So, again, good job. I did see Mr. Sunshine the other day kind of giving the Conservatives crap, and I thought he made some good points. He was, looking at all of them sitting in the front bench, and they were staring at their phones and didn't seem like they were paying too much attention, and he called them out for it, and I thought he was right. But it's members like this, and Andrew Lawton, and Aaron Gunn, and and then Stephanie Kuzy, and other ones who are really, Michael Barrett, Larry Brock, they need to be given more time to speak because they speak with passion, clarity, and firmness, and they really go after the Liberals, and it's great to see. We need more of it. A lot more of it, actually, especially considering we only have about a week before Parliament is on an extended summer vacation. So we're not going to see too much more of this until September or October, but I hope they keep going. I thought they did a great job, but let me know what you think. I always enjoy reading your comments. Please do not be shy. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll be back shortly with a new video.